What's up, folks? What's up, folks? Listen up, man. Before we get into it, I'm gonna let y'all jump on here first, man. But it's I had to get on. I wasn't even, scheduled for this one, but I had to jump on. I had to jump on. If my eyes look funny, I wasn't smoking. My barber actually put some rosemary on my face because he shaved me, and that shit got my eyes burning. I ain't even gonna hold you. But yeah, man, that was a hell of a game. That was one hell of a game. I gotta give him credit for that. But yeah, I'm gonna wait for a few more y'all to load up, and then we on it. Let me see what I'm doing on this other page though, real quick. Make sure my video is live and it's on. Make sure y'all hit the like button when you get in here. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. Let's see who's in here. Nobody joined me. I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely. Say no, Agent 9, year. You must be from PA for sure. He said, year. Right back at you, big homie. Check it, man. Um, this was a complete game, man. I haven't seen one like it in quite some time. There you go. Y'all loading up in here. Make sure all y'all hit the like button, share, subscribe, do what you gotta do. What's good? What's good with you, Jahan Jordan? That's my guy too, man. Appreciate the super chats. You always throwing some bread out at me too. I remember you. M Price, what's good, man? What's good? Listen, make sure y'all definitely understanding that week one and these Koye breakdowns are brought to you by none other than Bet US Sportsbook, man. They've been good to me. Every month they make sure I'm good. They was making sure I was good even when I wasn't doing videos. So I can't do nothing but show love for them, man. They the reason I'm still sitting here, you know what I mean? Because they was with me shooting at the gym, so to speak. But no, all jokes aside, definitely make sure you guys if you're gonna bet through Bet US Sportsbook if you want to support me. And remember, you can go out there and just say, this is what you got to say. You said say 150% bonus on your first three deposits up to 2,000 with the code YouTube 150. That's what you got to put in there. So YouTube 150. It used to be a Koye, but the code is YouTube 150, and then they're gonna give you $150 for your $150 towards your first 150% of your first $2,000 deposit or below or some shit like that. Let me say, yeah, yeah. You know I'm bad with that type of stuff. They're gonna be mad when they read this. They be like, "Yo, listen, we're not giving you no money for saying that shit." It's like, no, you'll remember it. You know what I mean? At least you'll remember it. I'll get better at ad reads at some point. But hey, man, I'm a hood nigga. Yeah, give me a break. All right, here we go. I shouldn't have said that either. Damn, that's bad. The sponsors are gonna be mad at me. I'm live, but I'm me. Chill Will. Yeah, what's good? He said, Toy Ranch. He said, hey, Okoye, go Cowboys. What's good, bruh? Neek, what's up, Neek? She said, what's good, Okoye? T-Mo, what's up, man? Listen, man, I don't think people paying attention. See, I always got my own narratives because people don't see what I see. And that's a good thing. I think that's a great thing, man. Shout out to Noah too, man, from Stargazers, man. He been definitely looking out for me too. But Pat, what's up, man? Check it, man. Defense looked crazy. Definitely better than last year. But the thing that I want to say is Micah Parsons is at his best. This was probably Micah Parsons's most complete game I've ever seen. And all you gonna say, well, he had more sacks in games and he's had more stats in games, and he probably has, but he's never had more of an impact on a game than he had in this particular game. I haven't seen that ever. Not this type of impact. And I think you guys first and foremost need to hit the like button. But secondly, we're gonna go through some film until I get called out of here. Because like I said, I wasn't supposed to be on. I jumped on ad hoc. So this will be a little rush job, and then we'll take this video, cut it down, and some other things with it. But I'm gonna give you long form real quick, and we're gonna get to it. Some standouts of the game, if I don't get to them in this video, because there was so many on the defense. Number one, Caleb Carson, a rookie stepping up and doing what he did in this game, guarding Amari Cooper. Not that the pass rush didn't help him and those safeties over the top didn't help, because I did see him get beat by Judy on a dig route, but Wilson came and cleaned his clock. So the safeties played well. Shout out to Hooker and Wilson, both catching bodies, acting like they want to be here. Craziness. They said you ain't trading us for these rooks that's come behind us, like Wanye and Bell not coming up behind us and taking nobody's job, because they stepped up and ball. But you still got Bell and Wanye back there too. So that safety group looking crazy. Caleb Carson, like I said, stepped up, did a great job against Coop. A lot of reps there. I think every defensive rep is worth looking at in this game, which is crazy. I've never seen that before. You know what I mean? Where I want to look at everybody. So we might do that. It might take too long to look at every play, but I'm going to look as many as I feel like. You know what I mean? Till y'all get up off here, or until I get called home, so to speak. But another shout out, man. Gotta give it to him. Demarion Overshawn playing the way he played, really still essentially being a redshirt rookie. Really, he's a rookie, but he's a missile, man. The way he was flying to the ball is like something I've never seen before. I've never seen anybody that, you know, that fire. The whole team was just playing out of control and doing their job. And this is what disciplined football looks like. But without further ado, because like I said, we're pressed for time. Let's get into it, man. I'm going to another screen, so if I don't see your comments, don't get mad. I'm not on the screen anymore. I'm jumping on to the player so I can manipulate the camera work. All right, but let's go here. All right, this is the first play of the game defensively. Let's check him out. I'm going to point out the plays that Micah Parsons had a hell of an impact in, right? Now, that's not one of them. But I want to show you every angle of what everyone was doing and how well they did at it, right? Mozzie did an all right job this game too. I mean, I haven't really watched the film. This is me watching the film live, but watching these plays and watching him come down the line there, I think Mozzie did a good job there. And I'm going to just keep moving forward through these plays so I can see which ones I'm particularly looking for, and we're gonna go from there. This is the first drive. We got a lot of 3 and outs too, man. A lot of 3 and outs. These little quick dump passes. These are the ones I'm talking like that right there. See, this is the perfect rep, right? This is Caleb Carson at the bottom of the screen. I'll get to Micah Parsons as well, but just watch the bottom of the screen. Watch how Caleb drives on this. Look, no indecisiveness, none of that. And let's just pause right after the snap so you can see what we were in. But no indecisiveness. He went right after it. Boom. I still didn't get a chance to pause to see where we're at. Hold on. Went right after it though. Soon as Coop made his break, he trusted it. Now, there will be times where you'll get caught in double moves with double moves, and most rookies do. But there will be times where you'll get caught with some double moves doing shit like that. And this honestly was likely a bad read by Watson because he has I don't know who that is coming across the middle of the field, but he has a post pattern right in the middle of the field because they're playing cover one man. But I don't think he read that early enough. But they're playing cover one, and you got Hooker on a receiver who Hooker's in outside leverage. So that would have been a good pass to throw across the middle. Would have been a semi big play, but lack of time and him being and Cooper being the first option probably made him just get rid of that ball pretty quick. But that would have been a completion across the middle. Looks like we're in either cover one with Hooker playing man on a receiver. So I mean, I think you would like those odds. But they didn't go that way, so we ain't gonna complain about it. But here's Micah in the A gap, and this is probably why they didn't go that way. Let's look at the impact that Micah has here, right? So that ball is coming out fast. Micah's one-on-one with a center, and he's one-on-one with the center because of that A gap pressure that Zimmer likes to bring, which is what we asked for. I said this before. I said, listen, you want Micah to be what? And I said this all year, last year. You would rather him be 1 of 5 than 1 of 4. And what is he now? 1 of 5, meaning they created a one-on-one for him based on the fact that they aligned him in the center of the field. And the rest of those guys just have to crush. Now, Micah didn't have to do anything other than just force Watson to get the ball out hot, which he did there. And when you watch it again, let's watch his full speed. Boom. Full speed. Boom. Micah won so fast. It's like, you got to get that ball out. You got to get rid of it. And I think these corners know that too. So Carson got a easy break up there due to the fact that, they got up the middle there. I'm not going to give all the credit there to Micah, but hey, he did what he did, and Watson didn't get a chance to get to his second option. He had no time to look up and look across the middle of the field. But I know Judy's pretty mad because he had Judy right there in the middle of the field, even though I think Hooker was in good position to drive on it and make a hit. Still, yeah, Judy there. Boom. Just a good, just a good rally to the football. Nothing special happened there. I'm looking for that play where Carson actually got two hands on the ball, because that was another play that Micah affected. There's that A gap pressure again, and once again you'll see. Let's just see what we were in right after the snap. So this is pre-snap, post-snap. We're actually blitzing, and I think we're in. Let's see what we're in. It looks like we're in cover one again, because I don't know if everybody's turning and running because they're playing off coverage. So, but it looks like I think this is either Hooker, the safety on the opposite side of the field. So I don't know if this is Hooker. It looks like Wilson. Wilson looks like he's guarding the running back and out of the backfield. So I would assume that everyone else is either they're all looking at the quarterback though. But it looks like Wilson is keying in on this running back. Let's just press play real quick. Boom. What happened here? Okay, so yeah, they're in cover one, and they're just blitzed, a gap blitz with one of the linebackers, and it just cover one, just playing cover one, right? Boom, with a blitz. But got him out of the pocket, got Watson out of the pocket. You know what I mean? He got chased down, from behind, but they got him out of the pocket pretty quick with that. Boom. And this is Overshawn blitzing this time. But when you see this, you see the protections they have to call no matter what. Sometimes they're coming, sometimes they're not. So you don't know. And this is how you can get away with everyone not being covered in their Zimmer defense. Like sometimes you're going to have guys that are running open a little bit, like we saw Judy on that last play. But the reason you can get away with that is when you're doing stuff like this, a quarterback has to be a great post-snap quarterback that can get through his reads in order to pick you apart, because he's not going to know what's happening until after the ball is snapped. He doesn't know what's happening right now. Are they coming or going? And then even if someone is coming, who? We don't know. You know what I mean? So the way you get around that is exactly that. The only way to get around that is to be a good post-snap quarterback. And as you can see, a lot of guys aren't. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying Watson isn't, but he wasn't in this game. He wasn't in this game. But they have no clue as to what's coming, and they obviously want to slide to Micah, right? So if you're sliding, see, look, they slid to Micah's side, right? Which made it so that D-Law could get free. The help is going to the left where Micah is, right? D-Law is free because he's playing half a man because of Overshawn's blitz. So now you got four guys that are occupying five linemen and then some, right? And then you have D-Law that really doesn't have anybody dealing with him at all. And that's why he gets flushed out of the pocket like that. So Zim is doing some things with his defense that, make it very, very difficult to ascertain what's going on. And there you see an effect of Micah Parsons already in these first couple plays, where you see the type of attention that he's getting. And that attention is making it so these other guys can get busy, right? Even right now, they have him like in a six tech, all the way out there, almost playing nickel. He all the way out here in no man's land, wide nine in it, but with six tech with his hand off the ground. Let me see. Boom, we got Phillips on the field. This is a false start. Oh no, this is actually a running play. Let's see what we got here. There's Kendricks communicating. Overshawn just set the edge. Overshawn, that's all you got to do. No hero ball, no nothing. Watch Overshawn again on this play. And these are some of the things that stood out to me too. Nobody was like overdoing it. Overshawn set the edge how he's supposed to, and the effect was perfect. He didn't over pursue. He didn't try to jump inside. He didn't try to go around the block. He just got peeked outside like he's supposed to, right there. Boom. All he had to do was flash outside and let your guys make the play they're supposed to make. And they did exactly that. So that's very disciplined coming from this team who we all saw last year. Their fits, especially their fits versus run, were just trash, man. Like things that were basic, they just couldn't do. They couldn't do very well. They either were skittish and trying to get away from guys, get knocked off the ball, or just, playing hero ball, sometimes like Marquise Bell making plays, but other times you just all the way out of position. We saw that a lot. Boom. Let me keep getting through these plays. I want to get to certain plays quicker because, like I said, I don't got all day. This is the play I was talking about right here. Boom. So let's watch this one. Let's watch this one from the beginning. All right. So you got Carson out here. Let me see what we're in. Everything is slid. I think they're going to slide away from. There you go. They slid away from Micah now. So now you got Micah ISO. So if you want to slide protection to help, look at what Zimmer's making you do as an offense right now. If you want to slide protection over to Micah right now to help, you're losing leverage on the strong side of the defense because everybody else is opposite that, right? If you wanted to run the ball, they're daring you right now to run at Micah, but look at Micah's help. You have numbers to Micah's side as well. So he has 4 guys over here. Kendricks, you count. You got Lewis, you got Carson, and you got Micah Parsons on this side of the ball. And then if you want to count Hooker deep, he's there too, right? So they're like a cover 2 look pre-snap. And if you wanted to run at Micah like they were doing last year to us, he has numbers behind him. If you want to run at D-Law, I dare you. I mean, you don't want to do that either, but they also have numbers that side as well. So it's a balanced line in regards to, picking your poison pre-snap, right? But this isn't a run play, obviously, right? So they're in zone right now. They're in cover 2 zone, and Carson's he's squeezing or hugging the flat right now, right? But he sees, okay, I don't need to. Why? Because he trusts that I think this is Overshawn or Kendricks, but he trusts that hey, look, I got a 2-way go. I know I got to get underneath this deep route, and I know that Mike is applying pressure. So let's just see what happens, right? So he floats a little bit underneath this. But you see what happened with the defensive line as well. And I'm going to show that from a different angle. But they all went to the right. Micah was ISO'd to his left. It really looked like a naked boot. I don't even think they blocked him. Let me see what happened. But Carson got to catch that. But that play, obviously, was created by the fact that Micah Parsons was in position to force an air throw. And that's why I said he had an impact on this game in ways or on plays where he didn't even make the play. He got his pressure on this play, but he didn't make the play here. Like if this would have been an interception, Carson would have got the stat, but Micah really is the reason. Now let's watch what they do. Do they even block him? Nobody blocks him. So that's because of the way Zimmer aligned lined him up. He's naked on this boot, like he's by himself, and Watson has to deal with that. Micah doesn't come down the line like we've seen a lot of guys do in previous defenses where they try to come down the line or they over pursue or get overly aggressive on these bootlegs. And I remember when Parcells used to teach D. Ware and those guys and Greg Ellis how to deal with this. Like you come down the line, you got to be patient as possible because the play is going to come to you. You don't have to over pursue here. Look at the patience by Micah Parsons here. I want him to reroute Njoku a little bit better there to give his defender behind him a little bit of time. But still, nonetheless, he got right to Watson like he should. Watson got away from him. That should have been a sack. And then as he throws, boom, there's the impact. There's the impact. That's what he's doing, and that's what he does, and that's what he's going to continue to do. This one here is that's just a drop by Njoku. I hate when I see Clark on the field, man. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to see it. I'd rather see Morris on the field. I don't like Clark. Boom. All right, let's see why D Law was able to get in there so easy. Why is my buttons not working? Come on, man. Stop playing. Oh, he crashed inside. Let's see. He was under duress all night. Let's see it from this angle. All right, so it looks like a stunt to that side. Yeah. Let's see if they slide to Micah. Do they slide? Protection's Micah's side, right? So 77 is looking to help inside with Micah, which means that it's just D-Law and Osa opposite side against just 2 guys. I don't know if that running back's going to chip or not, but D-Law sees this. Even if they wanted to chip outside, once he gets that running back to overcommit to the outside, he can make his move. Let's see what happens. Boom. The running back does commit to the outside, and D-Law makes that move. And right now, because Mozzie's in the middle of the field occupying the center, and Micah's now got 2 guys on him, what does D-Law get? A free lane at the quarterback. Boom. Very easy. That's another impact play by Micah just simply being on the field. He didn't have to do anything but be there. Again, he's getting chipped here. Micah is. And this is the sack that he got. Boom. So just pay attention to the type of attention that he's getting and what it's creating for the other guys. Like, watch this again. Look at Micah here. They slid everything away from him. So you're not running, but they're daring you. Like, look, you're either going to slide protection to help out with the numbers that we have opposite Micah, or you're going to slide to Micah, and these guys are going to get one-on-ones. He's making you pick. That's what Zimmer's doing here. He's making you pick your poison. You either slide. Now let's see where they slide. Let's see the first step of everybody, right? So that center's head is off to our right, right? That means he's watching for that stunt because of what D-Law just did. That running back's out on the edge. This is max protect at that. So they got 7 in blocking what 5 guys. I think Clark is blitzing. I don't know yet, but it looks like 7 on 5. Either way, you got good numbers. They got 3 to Micah's side. You got Golston that's just going to try to create a wedge so that he can kind of like mushroom around to where Njoku is, and then Micah can plant his foot and get to that A gap. And the reason he can get there is because that center is guarding. He's thinking twist or blitz from the opposite side, so he's not even looking to help inside. See that? And now he's occupied anyway. All Micah has to do is plant that foot and now cut inside. And even Clark is occupying that guard, but he's not rushing. And D-Law didn't rush at all. D-Law, so it's actually, they got 7 to commit. I don't think our 5 even rushed. I think D-Law took off in coverage. Let's see what happens to D-Law on this play. Oh no, D-Law went right at the running back and hit him. That's smart football. So now there's nothing really for Law to do over there other than just kind of play contain. And then Parsons is doing the same thing. So this is what I used to say last year as well. Why are you giving free releases to receivers or allowing them to crack block you or trap block you by letting them out leverage you? Just hit those guys. And that's what they're doing. So that makes it so that even if there was something hot that they were reading, they're not going to get to it because we're rerouting them from the rip. So boom, both of those guys got rerouted. D-Law kind of carries that running back with him. Micah's waiting for Golston to plant his foot, which he does there. Boom. And now he can cut up in the middle of the field and get himself a sack. But you see, D-Law was just standing out there too, at opposite side, playing contain. He came in and made a hit at the last second. So patient defense, Belichick-esque defense right there, man. Let's see what we're in here. Boom. It's just a basic run play. Mozzie doing his work right here. Boom. Let's see what he does here. Good rep by Micah as well. Let's see what we do here. Morris was on the field at the same time too. So we got 3 backers out there. This is just regular 4-3. Let's watch. So right now, Micah's standing his guy up. Mozzie's got good leverage. Nealon's on the back end, and he got Osa getting double teamed there. Boom. Mozzie gets to the gap. They all just, like I said, they all shedding and just getting to it. Good rep by Mozzie. Good rep by all those guys, though. Really, it wasn't anywhere for him to go, no matter what gap he ran through. Everybody was in good position. Nobody got washed. Nobody got pancaked. Nobody over pursued. We get to the plays where Micah is, because like I said, I don't have a bunch of time, but let me take a break after this play. Actually, I want to see what you guys are doing. Boom. Good rep there. I ain't gonna bother. And these guys was tackling. All right, take a break. Let me see what you guys are doing really quick. All right, we got 98 on here. What's up, y'all? I'm sorry if, like I said, for those who joined late, if you can't, get a response from me or you haven't seen a response from me, shout out to Bitches Love Sports, man. What's good? But yeah, if you can't see my responses or I'm not responding to you, it's because I'm not on the screen. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I'm looking at a different screen so that I can do the controls. But this is live, so bear with me. All right, let me see. But this is the effect, man. This is the effect of a Micah Parsons. Let's see what happens here on this play. Boom. Look at this here. Now watch Micah over here. They slide away from him, right? So look, if you're running a inside zone, you're running into the teeth of the defense. If you're running a outside zone, you're running at D-Law. You don't want to do either one of those, right? So only thing you could do is either counter if you were running. You can counter at Micah if you wanted to. But guess what? He got 2 linebackers behind him. He got Morris and he got Kendricks behind him, and we're playing just regular 4-3. So it's three real linebackers on the field here. But they're not running it anyway. So now look, they shift to Micah's side. So now look, you got two tight ends over there responsible, I assume, blocking Micah. No, it's actually one tight end blocking Micah along with the tackle, right? But what happens here is Morris now can jump inside this. And so Morris is blitzing. So you have a linebacker blitz that side, and then you have I think this is Mozzie double teamed, and then Osa here, and then D-Law there, right? Boom. So you would think they're protected. Not. Morris got right in there. And now you see D-Law, who has, who's already beaten his guy. Boom. He gets the sack. Oh, he didn't get the sack. He got in there though. He got his ass in there, but he didn't get the sack. But again, I won't give that credit totally to Micah. He's getting a lot of attention on this particular play. They did shift away from D-Law's side though, so they moved that tight end away from him. But this is still, again, it's just you see the use of Micah Parsons here. They shift everything away from him, forcing you to make a choice almost on every play. And in this position, they said, look, we're not going to slide protection to him post snap, but we will motion and give him a look where he thinks differently in regards to the way he's going to rush, because he's out leveraged by two tight ends and he still has to deal with a tackle as well. So this just changes the way Micah is going to decide to rush anyway, right? Automatically, right? So that's the type of attention he's getting. But Morris is in there because of the attention Micah Parsons is getting. Morris gets that A-gap pressure there, and D-Law, both of you guys should have had a sack. I don't know what the hell y'all was doing, but D-Law and Morris should have got a sack off of Micah Parsons on that one. But they at least got a pressure due to the fact that Micah Parsons' alignment there was such that it made the offense make executive decision. Again, what are they doing? Shifting away from Micah Parsons. They shift everything away from him and they isolate him, where you either going to stop him or you're going to stop everybody else. You choose. Either he's going to have a hell of a game or everyone else will. That's the way he's playing right now, which is amazing. What they're in, let's see. It looks like they're in that looks like, I don't know what the hell that is. Looks like cover 3, but I don't know because I can't tell what Diggs is doing at the bottom of the screen. So Diggs looks like he's supposed to be playing deep thirds, or they're playing cover 4 where he's supposed to be playing quarters, right? But I also see Jordan Lewis bailing and Carson bailing. So I don't know what they're in. Maybe cover 4. I don't know what this defense is. Let me see. Let me see at the end. Yeah, I don't know what that is. They're not a man though. It's zone, but I don't know what kind of zone. Some weird ass zone. Boom. That should have been an interception too. Let's see what happened. Carson, you gotta catch one of those, buddy. You gotta catch one of those. And again, that's Micah Parsons creating pressure and an air throw that went right at Carson. Let me see what they're in again. Let me try to see if I can figure this out. I'm gonna say cover 4, but like I said, you see Diggs. It could have been cloud where Diggs could have been playing flat coverage, and then you know what I mean. And the rest of these guys are in like a cover 4. Yeah, I think maybe that's it. It's cover 4 with a cover 4 cloud where Diggs is at the bottom playing flat, and these 4 guys are playing deep quarters, right? Maybe I don't know. But the way Diggs bails to that side late, it looked like he was trying to bait and try to get underneath this crossing route. So maybe Diggs was playing deep. I don't know what he was doing. But either way, ball didn't go that way. Let's see. Let's see what Mike is doing here. Again, forcing you to make a decision. But this time, like, all right, they chip with that running back. Boom. He steps inside. Boom. Now he steps back outside. Still beats it. Got that ball out. Gotta catch that, Carson. That's two freebies, youngin. 2 freebies. Thank you, boy Micah, for that. They're gonna get a lot of sacks, man, because D-Law and the rest of those guys aren't gonna have to deal with any double teams at all. You're not gonna be able to protect your quarterback against the Dallas Cowboys with them aligning Micah Parsons the way they are and using them the way they are. See right here. So for those who don't know, like you'll think, right? Like a lot of people think, hey, once you see him bail before the snap, now the quarterback knows what's going on. And maybe he does, but guess what? He doesn't have time to communicate anymore. So they wait until a certain point in the play clock. Once they get below 15 seconds, that helmet gets turned off. Once that helmet's turned off, the coaches can't communicate. But once you see the quarterback make his protection call, then you can show your hand. Why? Because it's too late for him to communicate anything different. So if I tell the line to slide to the right, and now I have to go hike the ball, and I see you move, I can't now, unless I have enough time before the snap, I can't pull a Peyton Manning and say, all right, now slide to the left because they're no longer there, or now pinch. It's too late. So they're going to do it anyway, even though now we see that whatever you were trying to protect against isn't necessary because the blitz isn't there, right? No pressure there. This play was just a Jordan Lewis play. I love what Jordan Lewis did on this play, man. Let's just watch what he did here, because the reason everybody else got to rally to the ball is because of what you see Jordan Lewis doing here. Watch this. So the protection is already called. You see Overshawn Bell out there. Now watch Jordan Lewis there. Boom. Now he has to hesitate. The runner has to hesitate. Jordan knows he has inside help. He knows he has to get outside. Now watch what he does. He forces his way out there. He forces it. And that was all Jordan Lewis, just holding this guy up, man. He was getting held at that, but he forces himself into the running lane so that his help can get there, man. That was just, like I said, no hero ball, just doing your job to the utmost and letting your help do what they supposed to do. And that was a great rally right there. I love what I saw out of Jordan Lewis right there. All right, let's see what's happening. There goes Jordan Lewis again making the tackle. Let's see what's happening here pre-snap, though. Didn't get a chance to look at this play. And that's what we got. All right, you got Phillips that jumped inside there, kind of tripping. Phillips is he a little crafty guy too. You see him tripping he's tripping the center right now, so that instead of doing defensive holding, he's tripping him so that he can't get to the second. You see that? He trips him so he can't get to the second level. I don't know if he did that on purpose, but it looked like he overextended his right leg on purpose. I'm just gonna say he did because it just sounds better. But he tripped the center on that one so that he couldn't get to Overshawn. That was a smart headsy football play. This time they're playing head up. Looks like cover two. I don't know if it's cover two man or cover two zone. There's a running play, and boom. Hooker was laying the boom all day too. I need him to wrap up, but he was coming down and smacking people. They see Mozzie and Phillips, and those big guys are off the field, so they do what you're supposed to do there, and they run. But you see, they forced them to run right at D Law. You're not going to block. I don't care how good Njoku is as a blocker. He's not blocking D Law in it unless he holds, and that's what he did. So you force him to run at your strength, and you gamble correctly if you're Zimmer doing that. And if you pay attention here, this was so this is, I don't know what the cover is. I think it's cover one in with a fake blitz. So Kendrick is kind of like robbing for real. He runs at the line of scrimmage, but as you can see right there, he's peeling off now, right? Trying to get into a passing lane, but he's trying to get you to read hot. The rest of those guys are kind of playing sticks coverage. They're just sitting and waiting to drive. They're off coverage right now. But Micah, again, because of what Kendrick just did, he showed blitz and he's not really blitzing. Micah is unblocked, right? And Kendrick is going to get the assist for the assist right now. Again, this is Micah's interception because, well, you could say it's Kendrick's and Micah's, because Kendrick fake blitz, which made Micah free. Micah being free got a tip pass, which gave it back to Kendrick. So they both did a great job on this play, but still you see the impact of what Micah Parsons is able to bring to this defense. Quite it's simple to see. It's obvious, quite obvious what he's doing. Boom. Let's see here. So watch this. So Kendrick's showing blitz. Boom. He knows, when you as a lineman, you block inside out. So if you think there's the quickest path to the quarterback is the A gap and B gap, right? So if someone's going to get left free, it's going to be the guys outside and C. because that's the quarterback's man, especially front side. Backside, you don't want a blind leave somebody blind free at the quarterback from your blind side. But from the right side, that's up to Watson to deal with because I have to take care of this blitz if I'm that right tackle, right? But Kendricks wasn't coming anyway. He was trying to jump into a passing lane. Now that Micah was free, he gets his hand on that ball there, and now Kendricks gets to do the rest. Let's watch that full speed. Boop. Done. Beautiful play. Let's see what this next one is. Just basic. Overshawn deserves his credit because the way Overshawn was like flying around was just crazy. This play here was beautiful. As I said, everybody played great complementary football. This next play is not this one. Is it this one? Oh, it is this one. Let me go back to the beginning of it then. Let's watch what we're in. Cover two. And Wilson is already driving because he knows he has help. He knows Carsons is out there, but he's driving already, right? He's gonna meet Judy at the ball and do it respectably. You know what I mean? No cheap shots, no targeting, no nothing. Just pure clean football. And they knew it was because they didn't even bother throwing the flag and having to review it. Wilson is an enforcer, man, and him being able to play true safety, not just have to be in the box the whole time. I think you're gonna see probably one of the best seasons out of Wilson under Zimmer because the way Zimmer uses safeties is, as you can see, they're aggressive but they're smart. You know what I mean? He doesn't take those. You don't allow all those penalties and all the crazy shit that we were seeing in years prior, man. But I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. Let me see what we got here on this particular play. I think I passed it. All right, we got Mozzie back on the field. And remember, I'm live right now, so I don't know. This is the first time I watched the film. I haven't watched it. I didn't prep anything. This is just me, just raw and uncut. You know what I mean? So if you see any lulls, or if you feel like, hey man, Koye don't have his normal beautified edits, it's because right now I'm watching it raw. Right now, look here. What's your choice? You're either going to slide at Micah, and right now they're ISO and D Law. So they got D Law ISO, and they slid everything away from him now, right? So they're forcing you to run at D Law. They're saying, look, we know he's going to deal with Zim knows like he's going to deal with 2, 3 guys on his own every time. We're going to force you to run at him. All Micah had to do is what he did there, which is make sure he maintains backside contain, which he has, and you're going to have to run a D Law. And when you do that, 9 times out of 10, that's what's going to happen when you run that D Law. Not a goddamn thing. Why is it boom? Nothing. Then Mozzie got in there in the end and brought some physicality. Oh, those guys is hitting, man. They hitting. Let's see this again. Let's see what this is. There's a Micah impact right there. Incomplete pass due to the fact that Micah was on that ass. Him and Jordan Lewis. All of them. He read it properly though. He just didn't put the ball where it needed to be. But he read it properly, and that's probably because he didn't want to lead him into anyone. Like he didn't want to lead him into Kendricks. So he tried to put that like right on his back shoulder to maybe kind of protect him, but he put too much heat on that ball for Coop, and there wasn't nothing Coop could do about that. Because if he would have let him, I don't think we would be seeing Coop anymore for the rest of the season. If you want to watch it from this angle and see what Watson's probably looking at, it's probably trying to save his receiver right here. See, boom. He got that ball out, put too much heat on it on the back shoulder. But if he would have let it anywhere inside, Kendricks was going to kill him, or maybe even Hooker. So yeah, Coop needs to thank him for that one. Now we got this double A gap pressure here. Micah stand. See that there? Again, that's an assist by Micah and Zimmer. I give Zimmer the credit because of the formation. So he showed those double A gap looks. but neither one of these linebackers are coming. But automatically, you're changing the protection. This is max pro again. You see max protection, right? But your interior linemen are worthless because they have to pinch. Now they're not pinching, but they don't know that until after the play starts, right? So now you have them mushrooming out, trying to make sure they get out to these defensive ends, and that leaves Micah Parsons ISO'd on 75. That center doesn't know who to help because he thought he would be dealing with at least one of these linebackers, and he has his eyes on Overshawn because right at the snap, I don't know if they called it or right at the snap, he must have thought that, hey, Kendricks is not coming, so maybe it's Overshawn. Right now, this center is thinking instead of blocking. He doesn't have anything to do at all. He hasn't touched anybody yet, hasn't helped anybody yet. Why? Because of the formation and the way he disguised his coverage, Zimmer did. Right now, though, Micah's going to create. This is an assisted sack, in my opinion, because the reason Watson bails here is because Micah is destroying 75 101. Boom. And now what does D-Law have to do? All he has to do is wait for it to come to him, man. No hero ball. And all of these guys are gonna benefit. D-Law is gonna benefit because Micah's here and because Zimmer's here. All these guys are gonna benefit. All these guys are gonna get sacks and plays, and they're gonna make plays due to the fact that you got your playmaker setting the tone. And this is what Zimmer is doing with him. And this is what I was screaming, let's do with him last year. When those of you who think I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I ain't gonna name no names, but most people, when I say something that's early, they all question it. Both Cowboys fans and Eagles fans, everybody question me like I'm talking crazy. I'm not just saying crazy shit, but when I said that Micah Parsons should play more linebacker, reason I said this is because if you move him around and make him a chess piece, you can't take him out of any game. I don't care who you are. You can't take him out of any game if you don't know where he is, or if you force teams to have to choose what they're going to deal with, right? How they're going to deal with him. Now, he happens to not be on the field on this play. Oh, excuse me. Tired. So they elect to run here. Happens to not be on the field here, but there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. You ain't got shit you can do with that. So this is Joseph and Phillips on the field, and you choose to run right at both those guys. Yeah, okay. Try it. And where you end up in both those guys' hands. Because you're not running up the middle on Phillips or Joseph. That's just dumb. Let's see if they do it. Let's see. I mean, not see if they do, but let's see what it looks like from this angle. Boom. Chaos. So you got a play action on this next play, on this play here. Took a shot deep. Mike is not on the field, so I think they wanted to get an opportunity to make a big play while he's resting. All right. Then we're in cover 3 this time. Yep, we're in cover 3 this time. And getting good. Nealon gets good pressure here. He just up and unders that left tackle, gets good pressure. But both Hooker and Diggs were right on it. Diggs, I don't know who their ACL guy is in Dallas, but Overshawn and Diggs are flying around like they didn't even get injured last year. Neither one of them look like they're suffering from a knee injury at all. Like, they say that 1 year, that first year back, you have to kind of get your legs under you. They haven't shown any signs of that at all. Joseph just bulldozed that guard into the backfield too. Good job there. Boom. They're going to double A gap again with Micah inside. Still creates the 1-on-1, but he didn't get there this time. There you go again. Who gets the sack this time because of Micah? You know what I'm saying? Check it out. You're gonna have Mozzie. Whoever's in that A gap, they all gonna benefit. Depending on where you are. The A gap was under pressure though. Depending on where you are and where you lined up, you're gonna benefit because right now Kendricks, he blitzes a little hesitant blitz, but Micah's dealing with two guys out there, and once he gets around this, Watson is going to bail again. Now, also look at this. Look at D Law. Is D Law blitzing at anybody? No, he's waiting for the play to come to him. So is Mozzie. Osa's penetrating, but really not trying to get anywhere. They're really ISO and Micah right now. So they just occupied enough guys for Micah to be able to do his thing. And then he's gonna be like the sheep herder. He's gonna herd Watson right into the sack right here. Boom. So now who's that gets that? That's Osa and Kendricks is gonna get a piece of this. But again, like I said, Mozzie's gonna get his stats. D Law already got his. All these guys are gonna benefit from Micah being out there doing this thing, man. Mozzie actually got his arm in there too, trip him up, but he didn't get a piece of that. But I'm just telling you, these guys are going to all look different statistically due to the fact that Micah Parsons is being used as a chess piece. That was a good one there. Bad rep from Wilson on that one. Bad rep from Wilson, but doesn't matter. You ain't gonna stop every single play, so they're gonna get something off. Wilson got caught looking. He hesitated and he went for the ball instead of the man. But had he not done that, Njoku would have played the rest of the game because, as you can see at the end of this play, Hooker knocks Njoku right out the game right here. Boom. Mozzie collapsed that pocket pretty well too. Boom. Hooker came to play. That was the end of Njoku right there. He got up, but that was it. He never played another down, I don't think. All right, let me pause it real quick, see what y'all doing. Boom. All right. Yeah, that's team football, man. What's up, one of spades? Watson was slippery. Yeah, he was slippery, but we gonna do a lot better at that. We would have had even more sacks had he not been so, what do you call it, slippery. All right, here we go. I love you on Girls Talk, Boys Talk. You be doing your thing. Oh, they're talking about jazz. I thought I was about to say I've been on there. I will go on there if they invite me, but I like to hang with the ladies. Okoye was screaming at the top of the mountain about that when Dallas was shutting down guys. Yep. Yes, it was. All right, so let's keep going. Boom. Boom. There's Micah cutting into the A. Regular play. Nothing special. This drive, they actually drove up the field and did their thing. I think they were tired. They were hurrying up a little bit. We had some different personnel packages as well. But either way, they earned their way up the field and got themselves, I think this is the touchdown drive here. But look at this pressure. Who did this? This Nealon. Watch Nealon's pass rush on this one. Mike is not even on the field. Nealon is strong as hell. Look at Nealon. Look at it. Look at this, man. Marshawn motherfucking Nealon. Strong as hell. He just took the left tackle right into Watson's lap, made it so that he couldn't step into this throw. Nealon is a strong young man, and he hadn't even got the steroid peanut butter yet. So yeah, he's a strong young man, killing it. Boom. Good coverage by Carson. It's just it's just playing stat coverage. Watch this. He's playing off. He's ISO'd though, and I don't think Watson knows this until the end of to the play start. So down the bottom, you see, I think this is what is this? Let me see. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so yeah, you have I think that's Wilson playing man in the flat. So you got cover one here, right? But it didn't look like cover one. It was cover one disguised as cover two. Let me show you why I say this. Right. So you see too high at the beginning, but this high safety is guarding a running back out of the backfield. So that's Wilson, I think, guarding the running back out of the backfield. And I think the only reason Watson would know that it's likely cover one, if you're smart pre-snap, is because of the alignment of Wilson. So Wilson's lined up right over the running back and he flips sides. So he usually is on this side. He flipped due to the fact that he's strong safety. He's lining up on this running back. And if it were zone, which it could be cover two zone, you still understand like where your leverage points are. But right after the play starts, you kind of see Wilson flatten out and go right for he goes right for the running back right. Boom. He doesn't even bother bailing at all. So Watson doesn't even look that side. He doesn't even have to. I think that his read was Cooper the entire time. But Carson stays over the top of that, meets him at the top of this route. Boom, done. Boom. All right, let's see. Are we gonna do a few more plays and I gotta go? Like I said, I told you guys I would stay live until I get called home. I've been called home. I've been called home. Hold on. Nowhere to go with this ball. Nothing. There go Wilson. I mean, there go Lewis again. Open field tackles. Smart plays. So this is Michael being 1 of 5. Once again, now this play again. Why do you guys think they got a sack on this play? I think this was a sack on this particular play. Why do you think that is? Look where Micah's lined up, right? Pre-snap, Micah's at linebacker standing in the A gap. They're gonna pinch protection. So that means those interior linemen, the center and both guards are watching right and left. So down the middle and to the right and to the left of Micah Parsons, I guarantee you that's where the protection is because it's not max pro. They're trying to get the ball off. So they're going to block Micah and they're going to leave those guys on the edges exposed, right? No, Micah's not even coming on this play. Watch this. Boom. So Kendricks and Jordan Lewis blitz on this play. And now Micah's kind of playing, I call it heat seeker. When I call it heat seeker defense, is because he's playing a zone that's running to the hot read. So he's trying to get underneath both those hot reads, which are the vacated zones of both Kendricks and Lewis. And while Micah's running underneath that, which he does there, what do you see? Sack. Sack by Kendricks. So although Kendricks gets this sack, the protection that's called due to Micah's alignment, they don't expect both Kendricks and Lewis to come. All they have to do is just stay patient, which they do. They don't show blitz at all. Micah looks like he's coming. That's it. They don't show blitz at all. So Micah's presence right here creates a play. Watch this. Boom. Now you see the running back picks this up, but they're flooding that B gap because Kendricks is there free. So the running back picks that up, but Lewis is getting in there too. So now Kendricks frees up and boom, sack. Uh-huh. Sack. Let's watch it from this angle again, full speed. Boom. Beautiful. And the reason he holds his ball, though, why do you think he held the ball? Let's watch what he's looking at. He wants to let this go hot right now. Boom. But where's Micah? Right in the throwing lane. Because that heat seeker coverage means that, obviously we know you're going to throw hot to where we're blitzing from, and that's where we're exposed, right? Both D-Law and Micah are playing heat seeker. So and I call that heat seeker because it's like if you're supposed to be blitzing, and sometimes you see a defensive lineman do it. Sometimes you see a defensive end do it, like you see D-Law here, just jumping into the passing lanes real quick. New England did this a lot where they would reroute guys and then just stand in the hot routes lanes so that they can get those linemen can get interceptions, right? And those linebackers get interceptions doing this too. Sometimes you see safeties doing it, but when a safety's doing it, I call it robber. But when a linebacker or a lineman do it, I call it heat seeker. That's just me. But I don't think anybody else calls it that. Boom. Maybe Peyton Manning called it that. I don't know where I got it from. Or maybe I made it up. I don't know. I am smart. So there it is, full speed. Great play. Broke D-Law ankles. He broke D-Law ankles on this. Let's see what Mozzie doing on this play. Boom. Mozzie goes inside. Ball goes outside. Good run fit. Nothing special. double A gap pressure, or really double B. They pinching the A gap with the lineman here, and the linebackers are standing like in the B gap. Nothing there. Everybody just do their job. When everybody just does their job, then the guys who are just stars get to do what they do. D-Law unblocked. Everybody else just stay in your gap, hold your man. That's it. Beat your man. That's it. Force the runner back to stop his feet, and now D-Law can eat. Smack, smack. He know what's up too. Zim is the best thing that happened to the Dallas Cowboys in a long time. Look at Nealon. Nealon kind of set that up. So here you see a double A gap pressure. They back off after the adjustment. All right, boom. Too late to readjust. You got to snap the ball. What happens here? This is when you see Overshawn do his thing. This Overshawn got his sack here. Watch this, man. So they got Micah in the B gap ISO. Look at how everything is always away from him. So you see Nealon out wide. You see Osa's all the way over here in the B gap there. And then you see D-Law kind of where he's supposed to be, right? So you can either run an inside zone here if you were running the ball, which they're not. But either way, Micah Parsons is occupying the middle of the field alone. They pinch at the very last second, but look at how many bodies are around Micah right now, right? Boom. And they still kind of get in. He still kind of swims over that and gets in there. Right now, he's flushed out because he sees D-Law overcommitted to the inside, and Overshawn was there to clean it up for him. He knew Vigil was already covering that drag route, so Overshawn doesn't bother flowing away or trying to stand there in coverage. And for those who thought that I was hating on LV, I was, but hate is only hate when you're not telling the truth. Tell me and show me one LV play that looks like this in his entire career. I've never seen him do anything like this. This is linebacker play right here. Boom. Look at that. Smack for the sack. I've never seen a play that made me say, God damn, is that LV? It never. Overshawn's doing that on a bad knee. Like that's something. And he a rookie. There you go, get another tackle. He's just everywhere, man. See what we got here. A gap pressure. He gets out of there. Vigil. Everybody kind of put a body on him. These looks got to drive you crazy. He's showing a double A gap look, right? I think this is probably third down, but then you got Micah Parsons right here in the B gap too. So it's like, what do you do here? What you about to do here if you Watson in this offensive line? Like, how do you stop this? Look, and then neither one of them are coming. Right. And now you got those guys that are at max protects blocking. And I told you guys you would see some Oso on the outside too, because I just knew that. But anyway, you see both Osa and D-Law are not bothering to rush right now. So this is really a two-man rush. But the reason this two-man rush can still be effective is because, the way they were aligned makes it so that they're not able to key in on anybody. Right. And then after they reroute, both Osa and D-Law are spilling in late. Boom. D-Law does that there. Could have got himself another sack there just based off of Zim and the alignment. He misses that one, but you get the point. Everybody was eating off of these alignments, man. That's probably their best play of the game right there. Yeah, you see Nealon, you see two undersized guys in the middle of the field. They decided, hey, we're gonna run at this. This is a passing formation look. It's more like a NASCAR package because you say Osa and Nealon inside. Hey, let's run at them. And this is what happens when you run at those guys. They're gonna get pushed off the ball, and you're gonna get yourself some yards. This looked like Dallas last year, but I ain't mad at that. He running for his damn life. That was both Osa and Chauncey both had themselves a sack right here, man. What y'all doing? Both of them. Osa does a great job there. He just forklifts this guy. Good pass, good throw. Good defense too, though. Jesus Christ. Phillips. Did you see what Phillips just did? This is how you play defensive tackle in the NFL, folks. Look at that. Done. And that's what I'm saying. Like, guys are gonna get, stat. It's gonna be a stat boost in that season, man. We keep doing shit like that. God damn. They were driving here. I think this is Diggs' interception. This will be probably my last play. I think this is Diggs. Yep, this is Diggs' interception. So they were driving here. Let's see where we're in. Okay, so we looked like we were in cover two. At the very last second, though, I think we shifted. So this must be man. Let's see. Based off, no, they're not playing man. Let me see. They could be playing match man here, but it's cover one match man because you see Hooker's down there in the seam. I don't know what he's doing, but Hooker was breaking on that too. Hooker was breaking on that, but Diggs caught it. But either way, like these are some exotic looks even for me. Post snap. So think about it. If a quarterback got to figure out post snap what you're in, and I'm getting to rewind it as many times as I want, and I still don't know what the hell they're in. I still don't even know what they're doing half the time. That's saying something because usually I can call out the cut. Well, with Dan Quinn, I can call out the coverage so easy because it was always cover one. You know what I mean? But what Micah Parsons and Zimmer are doing in this scheme is going to create a legendary season, in my opinion. Not even my opinion. The film tells that. Just from the fact that he's putting him in places where Micah can be the most effective Micah he can be. That's number one. But number two, he's making it so that other guys get to get isolation plays by trying to shift away from Micah, freeing up Micah. So they're making you make choices that you don't want to have to make multiple choices at the line of scrimmage as a quarterback and as an offensive coordinator. You have to decide, hey, how are we going to approach Micah Parsons on every given play? And then once you figure out, hey, how are we approaching him when he's to the right and they ISO him to the right? Okay, you figure that out. Now he's ISO'd it. Now he's in the middle of the field in the A gap. So now you have to come up with an answer for that. And then he's somewhere else after that. He's in the B gap. Now you have to come up with an answer for that. And depending on what times he's in certain windows, you're going to get different looks. You're also going to get different protections. And if you choose wrong, which you saw them choose wrong multiple times on those 45 dropbacks, if you choose wrong, they're going to make you pay. Either he's going to make you pay or everyone else will. And that's all you saw. A lot of those plays, those interceptions, the sacks, all were coming from just this shell or 3-card Monty that Mike Zimmer was playing with Micah Parsons, man. So the sky is the limit on where these guys can go. Make sure you guys remember to go out to Bet US Sportsbook because this video is brought to you by Bet US Sportsbook. Your number one online betting forum, in my opinion, because they look out for me, so I got to look out for them. Make sure you go YouTube 150. They're going to give you 150% bonus on your first $2,000 that you spend. So make sure you go out there and do that. Remember to, and we will chop up this film and get this content out to you this week as well. I'll do some voiceovers to certain looks that we just put out, but I just wanted to come out, give it to you guys raw and uncut first. And then we're going to do some more later, man. But I appreciate y'all. It feels good to be back. For those who felt like I wasn't responding, like I said, I wasn't looking at the screen. So my apologies. But talk to y'all soon, man. I'm out.